Well, good morning. Thank you for joining us here at Bulls Marine Salvage. What we have is a Mercury 60 horsepower, two-stroke outboard, Bigfoot model. We've got it in a test tank and set it up on a breakout box and a dyno. And this is from a cold crank. The engine has already been dyno tuned, but the purpose of this video is to show you how well this engine runs. So, breakout box is a little bit different than a key switch situation. It allows me to be able to test multiple circuits separately. So it's a little bit different on crank up. We're gonna idle it up here. We're gonna hit our choke, run. And this is from a dead cold crank. I am running it on a 25-to-1 fuel mixture, so she's a little heavy on the smoking. And we'll allow it to warm up. As you can see, it's charging. Our overboard indicator is telling us, letting us know that the water pump is functioning. A little bit on the history of this engine. We picked it up at auction, and inside the motor pan was very clean. It had a very close spread in compression. It sort of leads me to believe that the motor didn't do a lot of running. It did mostly sitting. It's got some cosmetic damage to the paint, normal wear and tear, scratches. Some of the decals are starting to peel up just a little bit in areas. But otherwise, overall, this engine runs very smooth. All right, idle it down. And we're gonna let the pardon me. All right, drop it in gear. I'm gonna adjust our dyno. We'll start out with about a full turn. We're going to take it up to about 4,000 RPMs. As you can see, the engine is very smooth, even at 3,000 RPMs. That's 4,000 RPMs. And that was wide open throttle, 5,500 RPMs. We'll bring it back down to about a cruising RPM, which is around 3,200. The engine is very smooth. No excessive vibration. very clean and in very excellent mechanical condition. That's approximately 4,500 RPMs. Right now she's still idled a little high, and that's just the nature of the ignition from being run up so high. It takes a few minutes for the ignition to wind back down and catch back up with idle per se. And there we go. That is our dyno tune. And as you can see, it runs very good. It is very smooth little two-stroke. Most two-strokes have some kind of a shimmer or vibration, but this engine seems to be extremely smooth. That really leads me to believe that it's a low-hour motor. Everything I found on the engine was just basic maintenance. And you can tell when an engine has been run a lot by just how much oil and leftover residue that you find in the motor pan, and there really wasn't any in the motor pan on this engine. All right, so we'll hit ignition stop, ignition back on. Ignition stop, ignition back on. We'll shift it and run her back up one more time. We'll bring her back to neutral. And we'll shut everything down on the breakout box. And there we have it. I want to thank you for joining us today and looking at the engine and its dyno being test tuned, so that you're well informed of your purchase and you can actually see that this motor performs exactly as described. Thank you again for joining us here at Bulls Marine Salvage, and you have a blessed day.